Hi guys, it's Saturday morning and I have to take a few packages to the post office. It's raining, so I thought I would do my two for popping in at these two, the thrift shop here and the Goodwill, since they're right next to each other, and see what we can find, make a little profit on. So come on, let's go. Okay, guys, I have to do a voiceover because this space is just too small to distance myself from anyone so we could hear their conversations. But anyway, I'm at the front windows here in the furniture area, which is towards the front of the store where they keep all their furniture. But they have a deep windowsill, as you can see, and so they have these glass cubes. And it seems like I always find something there that I like to take home and resell. So I was just showing you guys what they had there. And most of it was not that great, but I took this little mid-century glass and this Wheaton bottle, even though it's missing the cork, and this little pitcher or creamer, and then of course this pedestal bowl. Kind of paid up on the pedestal bowl, but it would be a nice piece to put in my booth, even though the profit would be pretty small. And I'm just showing you guys what they had for furniture. Usually it's older, outdated stuff, but every once in a while they get something kind of cool and unique, like these chairs. This is an area mainly of seniors, so a lot of the stuff you see will be in a senior's home, and you can just tell by the taste and stuff that's dated, but not in the right date. But you never know, because sometimes they do get beautiful stuff in. And the lamps, there was nothing here, but the time before I had come, I found a beautiful, beautiful vintage solid marble lamp. The lampshade was not good, so I just donated it back. And here I'm in the next room. The next room is really small, and this is where basically all the hard goods are, and the seasonal stuff, and like the houseware, pillows and stuff. So they have their Christmas stuff out now, so I'm picking through it. I put this in my basket. I can't even remember if I took it home or not. It's just a little kind of kitschy vintage tea light or votive candle holder for Christmas. And you can see, like, in this area, the stuff is pretty inexpensive. And then I pick up these carolers. They look to be handmade, and I really liked them. Like, I liked aspects of them, but they just were not. They were just like, their faces were so cute, and I liked that they were holding packages and instruments. But look at all the like glue and stuff along the bottom that was not done well. So I kept looking at them long enough to hope that they would just like look good all of a sudden, but it didn't happen. So they stayed there. And you can kind of see this is the same room, but they got like, I guess 4 total racks. And on these shelves, they have their dishes and their little kitchen items. And you never know what you're going to find on them, though, because I have found some treasures. And in the center there, they have this little square wooden cubicle thing, and it's always got the smalls on it. And I'm looking at that, trying to figure out if it was vintage, but I think it's just new, meant to look vintage. And although today I'm not finding anything on this particular little cubicle thing, I have in the past found a lot of really cool smalls. So I flip back to the other hard goods rack there to see if there's anything that must go home with me. And I look at it pretty thoroughly to make sure I didn't miss anything. But most of it was newer. And then I was like, oh, is that a jewelry holder? And then I realized, oh, it's a candlestick. And it's upside down. And I just left it like that because it was very lightweight and they didn't have anything so the legs would fall through the hole. So that's why they had it upside down. Are you guys in need of shoes? They had several pairs there. All of the wooden variety, though. But this is the room where you find the deals, though. I saw this little I love cool old boxes. But this one, I put it down real quick because it was not in very good shape at all. So it didn't matter what the price was. And then next, there's a doorway in between the Christmas stuff and the Halloween stuff. So I'm checking out the Halloween stuff. This is where they usually have their teacups and stuff like that too. But see, look, $2. So their stuff in this area usually is very affordable. I kind of like him. I even like him better than the Santa. And I don't know why I didn't buy him. But I couldn't figure out what that ghosty thing was. It's weird. It's like, what's going on? There's holes everywhere. And this one, I'm like staring at it for a long time. Like, can I not see the $2 price? What am I doing? That was just really cheapy and lightweight. So was that. There's a pumpkin for 50 cents. It was really cheapy. But man, if you needed something just to look cute. I did pick up that plush pumpkin you see there. And I did pick up this little ceramic pumpkin for my booth because I needed more pumpkins. The pumpkins were selling. And that was all I picked up there. As you can see, we'll move on to the next store. Hey guys, I am done there. Good thing too, because a lot of places down here, their air conditioning cannot keep up when it's really hot outside. So it was a little warm. But anyway, I'm in my air-conditioned car. And I just went to the hospice resale shop. It's very small, but it's really funny. They have a lot of things that they pull behind the counter that are like really way too much for me to make any money to purchase for resale. But they always have like these little things like mixed in their little kitchen-y and seasonal area that are good. And today, my best finds were I found a wool pillow cover for Christmas that's super cool for $2. And what an easy thing to ship, right? And it's cool. I couldn't figure out where it's from though. And then I found 2 other really cool pillow covers that were like tweedy. I think I got those on film. Those are from Pottery Barn, and I got 2 of them for $4, so that was really good. And then I found a huge, like shallow pumpkin dish. It's just pumpkin shaped. It was really huge. I needed 2 hands, so I don't think I got that on film, but I'll try to show you when I'm done at home and show you my haul. But it was from Pottery Barn, and I mean, it's so cool. You could just put it out as like a big, center, like console bowl, or dish, put it on your table or something. It'd be so cute if you were having a party and you filled it up with like cupcakes, because it's so big you can't really put chips in it because it's shallow. So I'm not really, other than like serving something, like almost using it as a serving platter, set things in. But it's so cute, and it's from Pottery Barn. And then I got that long skinny pillow with pumpkins all across it. I really love it. And I was thinking about keeping it for myself because in front of my house I have like a huge covered portico. And I have 2 benches that sit facing each other side by side on either side of my portico. They're like wicker benches. And it'd be so cute if I had 2 of those and put like the pumpkin long lumbar pillows on the back of the benches. But maybe I'll put it on one side and do some other Halloween-y, pumpkin-y thing on the other side. You'll have to see. I do have some sunflower pillows. I don't know. But now we're off to the Goodwill. That might be a quickie because although this is a big store, it's mainly empty. So we're going to check it out though, because you never know. I do find stuff there from time to time, even though most of the shelves are, a lot of them are literally empty. So we'll see what they got today. It's cool. So here we are in the hard goods, and we're going to do our best to hunt for something really great. Maybe not as good as the pumpkin dish that I found, which I'll show you later because I didn't show me picking it up. But the pumpkin dish from the last store that was from Pottery Barn, although not vintage, was probably the biggest profit because it should go for like $65. But I check out these shelves and here I go, knock, knock, knock on the toilet seat. Why I had to knock, I do not know, but nobody answered. And here I am just checking out. Look at, we've got Easter mixed in here with, looks like Valentine's below, and picture frames and some Halloween. And look at this mirror. That has got a bunch of folk art animals around it, and it's actually made out of metal. And I'll come back to it. You'll see it. Then I saw this really cute creamer and sugar bowls made in Brazil. I thought the pattern was super sweet, and the price was $1.99 for each piece, which wasn't too bad. And then I checked out the little dish they were sitting on because I was so confused because those flowers on this little dish, which was also made in Brazil, and it was also sold separate, but they were very orange. They were not even like, I didn't even expect them to be the same company. And then you see to the right a little bit, there's coffee mugs, but the little dish that made the whole set so sweet, I mean, something was definitely wrong. I mean, the flowers were definitely orange on one and pink on the other. I do like this amber mid-century glass, but the problem is not that it was really, really too badly priced, $5.99 for those server trays with the handles, which I think are super cool, and I really do like them. It's just that they only sell for like $12 to $14. There's just not enough margin in there to make it worth it. Plus, you have the risk of all that glass, and it's heavy. You got to charge quite a bit for shipping. You got to charge basically almost what it's worth. And here, I was checking out to see if it was like a good brand, but it was very lightweight. And then I saw this little caviar kitty dish. And you know how kitties love their dishes low and wide so their whiskers don't get irritated. So that was going to come home to my kitty because my kitty's very sensitive about her whiskers. And looking through the mugs, see if there's something wonderful. And nothing's popping out. Here's some colored glass, but I was very attracted to this cobalt blue dish just because it's cobalt blue. And it was a nice platter. And I wanted it, but I told myself no. Because I have some beautiful platters that match my dishes, even though they're not cobalt blue, but I love cobalt blue. A lot of empty shells through here, almost empty. But that did not keep me from hunting. Treasures are to be found at the most unexpected times and the most unexpected places. This is where they keep changing up the store. I think they got new management. But this is where they have the larger art currently, which I have never found any good art at this particular location. But there's a first time for everything. But it's not today. I like this frog. Not that I would ever hang frog art, but it's a local Palm Beach poster of some kind. I didn't actually show the whole title, and I can't remember what it was. But he was a cute frog, as frogs go anyway. Had to check out this box. Even though it was beat up, I wanted to see what was inside. And it was a humidor. A lot of those here in South Florida. A lot of Cuban cigar smokers, because it's the thing to do for certain crowds. I like this froggy guy, but his paint was real rough. Real rough. And I don't know what that lady thing was. I always needing stands for jewelry for cells, but that was so lightweight. I was like, oh my gosh, it would probably tip over really easy. Should not be good. So I put it down. And of course, at every single thrift store, we see those little cheruby looking collectible things that are not very collectible these days. And look, I found a beautiful glass plate with a parrot on it, which is something that, see, I have the mirror in my basket now. But I was a really good price. I'm going to take that to my booth. I'm just waiting for a wall space big enough to to hang it up when I get a big hole. Or I have a piece of furniture right now with a mirror on it. If that sells, I'll put that mirror in there. And this guy, if I was patient enough to frame it myself, that would probably be something that would be popular right now, because lions and tigers and stuff like that are very popular. Whether it's a figurine or wall art or fabric or anything, actually, they're just super popular. Just like mushrooms and just like, what else? You guys know. But I have picked up this little glass Christmas tree like for weeks now whenever I'm at this thrift store, this Goodwill store. And it's broken. So I guess apparently I think if I pick it up one time, I'll look at it and go, it's not broken. And look at this candle. That is a Florida candle. Totally squished in because it melted. And I was just curious where this came from. I thought it would be, it's from Hobby Lobby, as you saw, but I thought it would be like a Pier 1. Sometimes Pier 1 stuff can be really collectible. I mean, I know there's still Pier 1s online, but it can just, depending on what it is. And checking out, I'm like, oh, there's something interesting with flowers on it. I don't know why I looked at the bottom. It was not done well, but curiosity got me. And this little kitty plate was so cute. The kitty with the bunny and the kitty hanging off the plate. But I didn't think it would be worth much, so I just wanted to look at it and go, oh, cute, and then put it back. And then I'm always attracted to these little paintings that I know are tourist pieces from different places. I like them because they're always kind of folk artish and colorful, and it's appealing to me, and I like them. Do I have them in my house? No. I just like to look at them. They make me happy. So I always do. It was a beautiful bowl. Had to feel it, see how sharp it was. It was not sharp enough. Let's just say that. And I'm checking out the kitchenware because you never know when somebody sets something great down where you least expect it. I was curious about that as a triangle shape. Thought it was kind of neat. Haven't seen that before, in glass anyway. Triangle shaped vase, or I don't know what it was. Starbucks cup. And here's just another side of one of the racks. I think there's three racks. They're each like 3 racks long, 3 racks wide. There's a very small section. It's literally the hard goods with all the bric-a-brac, whatever, like wood, metal, sportswear, sporting goods, and toys, all down just this small, tiny little stretch. And look at this glass. Look, those little knobby, nuggety glass blobs are textured, and it's gorgeous. Like, I don't care there's only one. I love it, and somebody else will love it too. And maybe someday I could be so lucky as to find another one. I have like a whole group of Mexican blown glassware. I'm kind of like putting together, trying to decide if I'm going to put similar pieces together or sell collections of it or whatnot. But I love it so much. And I looked at this plate. I researched it when I came home. It's actually Russian. And pretty valuable. That was a mistake. Whoopsies. It was really hard to find because it was Russian and not, like in our regular sources to look things up. So, I can't remember if I even Google Insta while I was there or not. I don't think I did, but I probably still wouldn't have bought it because I couldn't find anything on it quickly enough. But it would have been worth it. I mean, it looks like it sells for over $100. But look at this. Look at this vase. See that vase? It is solid marble. It weighs like, 10 or 15 pounds. And I did grab it. You'll see it in my cart in a minute. I took both hands, so I had to shut my camera off. It is, I don't even know what it's worth, but it's like 12 inches tall. I mean, it's a behemoth. Of course, I knew this wasn't a Target one by the legs and how cheaply it looks made. I was just more curious, like, who else is trying to make these little Target birds? Which I have a zillion Target birds for Christmas. My kids laugh at me when I'm unpacking. I'm like, because I line them up all on my island before I distribute them into the forest of my house and the Christmas forest. And I'm like, here's another one. 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 Because I love them. And so I did pick up this. It's new, but it's hand done. It's beautiful little jewelry box in great condition. Perfect condition, actually. And then look, guys, my little sardine dish for my kitty. I broke it. It fell through the cracks. I dropped it. I'm so sad. My poor kitty. But check out my vase. I do love my vase. It's so beautiful. So I am doing really good at this point. I've got that beautiful mirror. I've got that amazing marble vase. And this is with a very small hard goods department with very empty shelves. So I check out this little bag. It's just got little tiny pewter, maybe little collectible things. Looks like something that was on top of a cake, probably. But a lot of times at this Goodwill, they have a seal on the bag, and if it's opened, they won't sell it to you. I thought this little chicken was kind of fun. He's just a hook. I just thought he was fun and silly, so I'm checking him out. And of course, we have our signs, and we have our little figurines. I thought this lady was neat, and I did look her up on my phone, I believe, and she's part of a set, and I thought she was really cool. So I put her in my cart to see if maybe I would find one of the other pieces that's supposed to go with her. And look, a second toilet seat. And again, I'm knocking on it. And again, no one was there. I don't know why we had 2 toilet seats at this Goodwill, which I've never seen any before. And then I check out these birds, and I like them. I'm like, oh, I wish they were vintage and old and collectible and cool. But, I mean, they were still cool. I can see somebody picking those up for their own decor. But something like that, if it's newer, just doesn't have any value. And then I love this naked statue wood carving thing of this woman. But look, there's a crack. There's 2 cracks. They're going right down her core. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Maybe she did too many sit-ups. But that made it almost impossible to resell, I would think. Somebody bedazzled their floating shelf. And I saw this kind of, I'm sure, newer carved angel, but she had a lot of damage. Maybe she was a fallen angel. No, I'm just kidding. No intention to offend. And then I just looked through these picture frames, and I saw these giraffes, kind of 3D giraffe thing. And if you were a giraffe kind of person, you'd probably like that. But it wasn't older. I could tell. It wasn't that old anyway. I could tell by how it felt, like what it was made out of. There's this cute little basket. I don't know what you would do with it, but it had cute little hearts in it, and it was cute, but it was cheap. And then that was it. I really didn't do a ending, so I just kind of am showing you a few of the things that I had in my haul between the two stores. I had a good time shopping. Like I said, one little tiny thrift shop and then one Goodwill, which is usually, doesn't have very much to offer. And I came home with a lot of good things. Right there, I had the pillowcases, and I never really showed them to you. But sorry, I just didn't. That usually I leave my cart in one place and then have to look around that little room area in that first thrift shop. But this mirror, I'm so excited about. The pumpkin plate, I'm so excited about. There's some really good profit. I love this little parrot plate with the fused glass. So, I feel pretty good about it. And thanks to you guys for joining me today shopping. I had a lot of fun. And please make sure that you subscribe so that you get notified when my next video comes out. And make sure that you check off that you want to get notifications. And give my video a like. And I look forward to seeing you next time.